Hi everyone, I'm Katie. I'm a Christian education intern at the church this year, and I'm a sophomore at William and Mary. And I really hope you all are doing well and staying healthy. This week for my 5-minute faith video, I want to talk about a phrase I've become a little obsessed with. It's nature and nature's God. And I fell down a rabbit hole when I was studying this phrase in my history class, and now it's just everything I think about. So I'm a total history nerd, so bear with me as I go through the history of this phrase and then what it means to me. So the most well-known use of this phrase is in the Declaration of Independence. It's in the opening phrase. Jefferson states, "The laws of nature and of nature's God," and he uses this as a justification for the colonies to secede from Great Britain. And the power to justify that action, to leave this motherland, would have to be higher than the king's power. So Jefferson calls upon divine power. And he most likely got this phrase indirectly from Alexander Pope's An Essay on Man. And Pope declares, "But look through nature up to nature's God." And while I was studying this phrase, I noticed that in the 19th century, this phrase was used everywhere. It's the title of hundreds of poems about nature and religion. It was used in diaries and letters and stories, and I even found it in a soap advertisement. And yet the phrase drops off in the 20th century. And so a few questions passed through my mind. And they were, who is nature's God? What does that phrase even mean? What did it mean to Jefferson? What did it mean to the people saying it? And why was it so popular? And then why was it stopped being used? For me, nature is God. It is the most direct way that I see his creation and his vision. And it's tangible to me. It's beautiful. And it's sometimes dangerous. It's often unruly and not at all what we desire. I think a rash of poison ivy is the last thing I want. We try so hard to control it and manipulate it and destroy it that I think we've fallen out of touch with it. For example, I was in my bathroom the other day when I saw a giant beetle like this big, and I was getting ready to smash him when I remembered this quote, and it's unclear who said this, but a person said, "The Creator would appear to have an inordinate fondness for stars on the one hand and beetles on the other." There are, by some estimates, 400,000 species of beetles, and by comparison, there are only 8,000 species of mammals. So God took the time and effort and love to design 400,000 different kinds of beetles. And yet, I'm too terrified to appreciate this that I want to smash the one on my bathroom floor. And right now, we have a lot of room in our lives, and it's usually taken up with our busyness, but right now it's open. And I think right now, more than anything, we need some calm and peace, quiet in our brains, and connection with other people, with God, and with nature. And personally, I know I'm calmest outside. I'll be feeling so stressed, but the second I'm alone walking in the woods, I feel instantly better. I can breathe deeper, my thoughts are clearer, and it's the time I feel closest to God. It's the time I talk to him. It's a time of reflection and creativity. And I'm sure most of you are already doing this, but this week I challenge you to spend time outside every day, to go for a walk or run or to sit in your backyard, to smile at your neighbors as they pass. I've seen so many neighbors on my walks that I've probably talked with them more in the past few weeks than I have in the past 5 years. And I think, as Alexander Pope said, we only have to look up through nature in order to see God. And so let's rediscover nature's God and see who that is to us right now.